Hey everybody, welcome. My name's Nick Taylor. I'm a developer advocate at a company called Pomerium, and today we're going to be looking into building overlays with web tech. So, for anybody that live streams or have seen live streams, you might notice on some live streams that there's like cool backgrounds or maybe some kind of interaction sometimes, and other info pulled in and stuff. And you can do all of that with the existing web tech that you know. So let's go ahead and take a peek here over at this is a live stream recording that I did with Andy Bell, who's awesome. And let's just look at a few elements on the page here. So I do have some static stuff, like this is literally just an image here that is pulled in OBS, which is what I stream with. But there's some other stuff that we'll see shortly, but like this alpaca, which I'll get into why there's an alpaca at some point. There's some other info like Andy's title and the title of the live stream, the logo, and we can see the chat. And even the videos feeds that you see here of me and Andy, those are two actual URLs that are pulled in using something called video.ninja. I'm not going to go deep into Video Ninja today, but all I'll say about it is it's a really great open source project. You can use it to bring in guests onto a live stream. All right, cool. So we've got all these pieces in here. Let's go break this all down. So like I mentioned, I use Airtable to pull in data. So here I have an example of me, Nick Taylor, my title, and like Pixelpalooza. Now, we're just gonna look at a few things here. So I have a site, nickit.live. This is where I post my schedule and stuff. And you can see here, it says Pixelpalooza, and then it says the guest, me, and my title, and that's being pulled in literally from here. This isn't used on the live stream, obviously, but this is how I get my schedule to just show up as I update Airtable. But what I do want to show is that overlay that you saw with Andy's live stream. You can see here's the live stream overlay for today's guest info, and it's the same info being pulled in from Airtable. So it says Pixelpalooza for the title, my name and my title. And if we come over to OBS, we're not going to live stream, obviously, but you can see that that info is pulled in here. And that is basically an overlay here that I have pulled in. And if we look at it, we can see here's the URL. It's overlays.nickit.live/guest info. And so that's one piece of the puzzle. Let's come back to here. Now, this is an Astro site, so that page that's showing the guest info, here's the .astro file for it. And again, we're just leaning into web tech here. So I've got a guest stream info function that I created. This is pulling the information from Airtable. I've got some good old HTTP caching happening. I cache it for, I think 600 is just 5 minutes, I believe, because sometimes I have to change the guest info on the fly, but I just want it cached anyways. And then you can see here just regular stuff outside of the code fences, just Astro with good old HTML in here. I have a bit of scope style here, and you can see I'm pulling in all the info and stuff here. So that's pretty cool. Now, there's another thing here, which if we come back to OBS, we can see I have this alpaca here, and I'm gonna run a command here. So let's switch here, and I'm gonna say alpaca dash hide, and you're gonna see that the alpaca hides. Now, this is just to bring it home here. This is like the live stream is not running right now, but if it was running, if I was in Twitch and I used the command alpaca hide, it would do what you just saw there. And you can see it just keeps changing hats, or sometimes he's drinking something. And let's just do it again because it's just fun to do. And you're going to see hides again and then pops back up. Where'd you go, alpaca? There you go. Okay, hello, king. And there's other things you can do here. So like we can add some other interactions. Like I can say add a donut, and then I can actually start moving the donut. So I can say donut dash right, and you can see it moves and stuff. And that's just fun, silly interactivity. But I just want to show where that's coming from. So we can see it here, and can come back here if I was in the chat And I could do other stuff like I think it's unicorn. There we go. And then I can do unicorn up, for example. And so how is this all possible? So this is using a project called ComfyJS. This is open source. This is used specifically for Twitch. So Twitch has commands. So like if we come back here, if you want to use a command in Twitch, it always has to be prefixed with exclamation mark, and then you can basically put a command. So here's Todd. Yeah, shout out to Todd Libby. He's a big fan of lobsters. So then I can do like Todd again. Let's go down this time. And this is all possible because of ComfyJS. I won't go into all the details of the project here, but essentially you can intercept the commands and then you can have it do whatever you want that command to do. And that's basically, this one is an Astro site. I should probably update this one. This is just raw HTML. And then I've got a inline, I'm importing a script here with just type module. And then if we come here, we can go see all that stuff. So like I have like some emojis and other stuff, and then there's like the pieces like Todd, and like there's a poop emoji, donut, etc. And then basically I have commands like I can move it, I can create the pieces, and then you can see here it's just basically parsing that command that comes in from Twitch, and that's how you're able to do those things. And let's see here, let's do one that's a little more fun. So if we come over here, or actually let's go straight into OBS. I'm going to say confetti, and then all of a sudden it just throws a bunch of stuff up, emojis that causes chaos. And that's literally just all the chat interactions here. So I can hide that, I can show it. And this is just showing how it doesn't have to be this one massive overlay either. So literally you can just hide the chat here. The restream chat, that is what I use for live streaming. Again, this is just a URL I get from Restream, but I can paste it in as an overlay as well. You can customize it, and so that's pretty cool too. All right, nice. So all these pieces together just allow you to have like something super interactive, or even if it's not super interactive, you can just pull in stuff leveraging the existing web tech that you know. And I think that's really cool. And I'm curious if folks do live streaming, or even if you haven't, I encourage you to just try out these things and give it a go. It's a lot of fun, and sure, it's a little silly. I'll throw in one more there. I think curl, because I'm Canadian, and then I can just do curl left here. Now, this won't come across on the in the talk here, but when it moves the curling rock, it says sweep, so it's I just go sweep sweep. Anyways, fun stuff. Web tech isn't going away. There's just so many places you can use it, and overlays and live streaming is one of the places. And that's it. Thanks, everybody.